Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, it's Bell. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 41-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's third down.
Sometimes I think measurements just get in the way of good football players. Sometimes people think, well, he's just a little too short for us. But Eric Kendricks? Forget that. Makes plays in the run game, and boy, does he cover well as a linebacker.
Showing it's the size of the fight in the dog.
I love it, and he's got plenty of that in him.
On third down, Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that, incomplete. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. They find some open. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to throw, Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go! Green, 30.
Here's Keenum. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun, here's Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Back to the ground, Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
I got 19. Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know one thing, Brandon. This was a very difficult defense to throw the ball against in 2016. What were they, 3rd in the league in pass defense?
Yeah, these receivers are going to have to be sharp with their routes in this one.
Yeah, because they're going to show them a lot of change-ups in the secondary, and they have a good pass rush.
Now it's Roethlisberger. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right on the 30. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Javon Hargrave with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Here we go now.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Fielded just inside the 30. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit around the 37. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch. Also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who caught coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here we go now.
Left side, Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
There's Keenum now on second down. Fighting through pressure. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
All right, here we go. Leopard.
Again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Gets past one man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here we go now.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
No, check, Patriot.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They start the drive with Cook. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So second down, 3 yards to go now.
Here we go now. Green.
Handoff comes to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Keenum throwing on second. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it third down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down following the run. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. That one goes for 24 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now Bell. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Let's go. Watching that Barney. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. 3-19.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Keenum. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 42 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They run the counter with Cook. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. A toss to Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They run it with McKinnon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Spinning past him. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And out now come the Vikings. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Play clock winding down. A give. This is Cook. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. A screen to Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And some space here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So the offense has it first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. 230. 3 down.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brian Robinson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility.